So, I'm going to preface this review with a noise warning, as I know a lot of people do get mad when I don't, but I'm going to say that in this review there are points where I do throw quite a bit of a tantrum because Activision is being a dick to me. Like, there are points which are still valid, so while I'm throwing a tantrum, it's still valid for what I have to say. But there are points where people like Crash and Cortex, for example, are senseis. That means they're the masters of the Skylanders. They rule it. They are the best of the best. And I, who fucking made Activision's series, you know, Spyro's Adventure, it wouldn't be what they wouldn't even have fucking Skylanders if they didn't slap my name on the title of it. But, you know, I am not a sensei. I am not a master. I am shit to Activision. Activision doesn't care about me. Crash is better than me. And it's at those points that I throw, like the Nostalgia Critic, I will throw a very large tantrum. Except unlike the Nostalgia Critic, where it's literally just whining and bitching for his ego, it is me throwing a valid tantrum of your series wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Spyro. It wouldn't exist if it wasn't for me. And now you're throwing me to the wayside to say, oh, well, Crash is a sensei, but you're not. Crash is better than you. So, just a noise warning. You might want to turn your volume down. You might want to not have earphones in because it's going to get very loud. So, yes, with that said, let's get on to the final Movie Maker review. And then tomorrow, now that all this NX/Nintendo Switch stuff has calmed down, maybe tomorrow we can actually buy Sony Vegas or whichever one and learn it together.
Alright, all my Crash Bandicoot fans! Crash Bandicoot returns! Yes! What have I got? Crash Bandicoot is making his triumphant return in Skylanders Imaginators. He is coming back as a life element brawler. Lots of muscles up in here. Look at that definition! A banner bundle of fibrous tissue in a human or animal body.
No one cares!
So what we do care about is Crash Bandicoot starter packs. That's correct. Skylanders Imaginators has your regular standard old starter pack, which we've already covered in videos, a Dark Edition starter pack. It says here featuring Metent and Vedette, because I speak that language.
890,000 views, 8,000 likes, and 1.3 million subscribers. 890,000 views of 1.3 million subscribers. Well, no wonder I've not been gaining subscribers all that fast. Clearly, I've been doing it wrong. I need to find some shitty glasses and hat that makes myself look like the bootleg version of the Nostalgia Critic, add a fucking seizure-inducing rainbow-filled background, and crank on a full 12-pack of Monster Energy, 50 cups of coffee, and 3 tons of cocaine. Oh, and then also bring in the child for views. Oh, fuck, I don't have one of them. Oh, look! It's a toy! It's a figure of Flashwing! She's the best one! And she is OP as balls and sexy! No, Spyro, that's not what kids like. Don't say the word sexy. Oh, flashing coloured backgrounds! But, no. Crippling depression aside, that all bootleg Doug Walker has to do for 1 million views is to slam a can of Red Bull and flash some colours on the screen. Let's get into Skylanders Imaginators. Help me. Wherein I want to split this into 3 sections. The main game, the special area that everyone's talking about, and the state of Activision. So, we will kick off with the main game, which has had quite a boost in production value, with it now having a lot of pre-rendered cutscenes. which they did for one reason and one reason only, but we'll come back to that in the third section, State of Activision. And, for the most part, they look pretty good. For the most part. And holy shit, is that me? Yes, my third incarnation gets so much screen time. Maybe to make up for the fact that you fucking lied to everyone about Spyro's adventure, Activision. I was barely in it. You just used my name to sell your shitty gimmicky game. You liars! But this time, here I am hogging the spotlight. And being the egotist I am, that is great, as now it's focused around me. So now you get to see how great I am, even if I'm not in my greatest form. So enjoy giving all your attention to me, because I certainly like getting all your attention.
Don't get too confident, Spyro.
That's Skyro, dear. Just because it was my third incarnation does not mean I'm proud of it. So, what is the story? Well, Invader Zim
Pitiful human!
is back again, and he's using magic to turn thoughts into warriors. Oh, wow. So creative. You changed one item from gems into thoughts. Ooh, good job there, Activision.
He's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
So yeah, Invader Zim is turning thoughts into warriors to take over the world. And it's up to yours truly, and the Imaginator that you're never going to use, to stop him. So, in reality, it's just up to me to stop him. Not that I get any credit, of course. And with the arrival of the imaginary friends comes the Senseis, the powerful teachers who... Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Why am I not one of them? I was there since day goddamn one. Why am I not a sensei? Fuck you, Eon! Where is my sensei degree? Why am I not one? Crashes! Cortexes, and he's shit. Where's my recognition? Why am I not one? Activision, you fucking liars! I am better than all of these crappy things combined. I could roast and toast that penguin's ass. You'd be nothing without me. I made you, Activision. There wouldn't even be a Skylanders without me. I am the only one keeping this whole world from falling into the endless abyss. You need me. I am your god, and this is how you treat me, saying I'm not a legend, but this penguin is. You rue the day you cross Spyro the Dragon and his fans. I'll kill you, Activision. Sorry, I don't know what came over me. It's not like Activision is abusing me again or anything. So, where was I? Oh yeah, the story. So, it's up to me to stop chaos and save Skylanders. Me. No one else. Me. And, across this adventure, mainly the cutscenes, not only will I tell you how awesome and great I am.
So in my book, that also makes you pretty cool.
Not as cool as me, though. But, throughout the cutscenes, because Activision is old and doesn't know anything and insists on following a chart which says what is cool and hip with the kids, they throw in every current meme that is dead or dying.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me.
With mind bullets! That's telekinesis, Kyle!
Hello, Mind Turtle.
That's totally not Mother Brain! Happy 30th anniversary, Samus!
Almost hypnotic, isn't it? Just staring into that twisting, swirling, and spiraling.
Indeed. Happy unbirthday, sucker.
Wait, is that not like 20 years old or something? When was the original Alice in Wonderland release? You didn't even try on this one. It's the exact same hairstyle and everything. Show the image. Bring in the image. You didn't even try on that one. Oh, because they're not going to be dated within the year. This also carries over to the gameplay that I'll come back to in a minute, but to keep on track with the story, you journey through the game with me, of course. Zim gets mind control powers that don't affect me because I'm the legendary purple dragon and awesome, and as you saw from the montage mere moments ago, because he can't control me because I'm that awesome, he uses mind powers to turn himself into a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, which is still a really fucking dumb name. You know, Dragon Ball creators, Super Saiyan God would have been fine. Like, we get it, it's the final stage, the god of all Super Saiyans. Why did you feel the need to add Super Saiyan again after the word God? Like, oh yes, this is a Super Saiyan God and a Super Saiyan. Makes it sound dumb. But anyway, the Imaginator, that is to say me, defeats Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Chaos, and I save the day.
Spyro, stop being egotistical. The imaginary friend beats Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Chaos.
Well, I'm going to come to that in a mere moment's time in the gameplay, but no, you see, to make them, you need crystals, some that cost real world money, and Activision is as high as a kite if they think I'm paying for that, especially considering the pieces look shit, and I would rather use something created by a real professional artist, not mix and match Unity store assets. So if you want to be pedantic, it was me and Flashwing that beat Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Chaos, as I never used the Imaginators once. Speaking of which, the gameplay! It's a total pile of shit. Like all the others, it's got a few split paths for extra experience and coins, nothing major. It's still the same linear paths with set pieces to look at, a few extremely simple puzzles to solve, bad guys to beat up. And being that it has to cater for all Skylanders, there are still single jump gaps. Man, I really miss gliding and flying. It seems like I can only do it in the cutscenes when I'm flying from place to place. Then the gravity of the islands is so big that it restricts my flight. But, like every Skylanders, we have a few new gimmicks because that's all these games are. More gimmicks to sell more toys. First up is the Imaginators. That being, you can create whatever you want. Only, it's a total load of shite. You can't create whatever you want as you're extremely limited. So, you have a creation screen with a load of generic Unity asset store, legs, arms, eyes and such on each page, and you mix and match them into some abomination. Now I'm showing you a JPEG because this is a full, wow, such diversity. Only, this is a complete picture by Activision. Mine looks more like this. Because you don't start off with all the pieces, you unlock them. Some are found in levels, but only the shit ones. If you want the rare good stuff, well, you got to buy our shitty toys. I got this one for recording. What the fuck is this? Like, I get it. The toys, everyone loves these figures. Like, oh man, I can play Flashwing in game, and now I have this awesome figure of her sitting on my desk because it looks cool. Same with Amiibo. I love playing with Samus in AM2R, the only Metroid game that's come out since Other M. And now I can have this cool little figure of her on the desk again. Same with other kind of statues, like this random Jaffa Cake man from like the early 90s. We love these little figures. We buy them because they are nice to have in the room. They are visually pleasing to the eye. I'm not going to lie. I have a few of the original Dragon Skylanders you can see on the shelf there because the dragons look cool. Like, I think Flashwing, if I've not hammered that home enough, is one of the best looking ones. And I like Whirlwind and Sunburn. These two could easily be in a real Spyro game. But then we have these things that the game came free with. I don't give a fuck about Fishman or Flaming Archerman. Same with these crystals. Flashwing and Whirlwind, they're cool, nice figures. Rosalina and Birdo, cool, nice figures. A tiny crystal in a jar? Get that shit out of here. If I want a crystal in a jar, I would go find a real one and put it with all my other crystals and gems. Don't they look lovely? Also, never seen a screen like that with different body parts offering to create whatever you imagine. Yeah, Activision literally loves the menu so much that it's copying it directly from Spore's creation kit. But even then, as I say, it's limiting itself. I mean, look, here we've got some generic Unity asset store legs and such, which is all locked to a set body type that looks crap. So again, I would rather play as myself or someone like Flashwing that was created by a professional artist. Also, being that it's locked to a set body type, it makes it even lesser than Spore. As in Spore, you can literally create whatever body type you want, so you can literally make anything your imagination wants. From a Xbox controller, to a Mega Charizard X, to a Pac-Man, to an amazing looking Chocobo there, to a tree. Oh, so this is where they got the Alolan Executor from. So, Spore did your Imaginators thing before you, and Spore did your Imaginators thing better than you, as it gives you more creation options so you can make any kind of technical monstrosity you want with no limitations, rather than your hodgepodge Unity asset store man. So that's one gimmick that's a failure. Next up is the Sensei shrines that, when activated, give you extra perks like level ups and more Imaginator parts that are a lot better than the free ones you find lying around, but you have to buy the toys to activate the shrines and other stuff like that. And where's my shrine? Crash gets one, Cortex gets one. What, am I not good enough for you, Activision? You think Crash is better than me? Fuck you. Where's my HD remakes? I can do just as good as Crash, if not even better. Where's my shrine? I'm not good enough to be a sensei. Do you know who I am? I am Spyro the fucking dragon. I am the descendant of Malfoy himself. I've kept your shitty series alive, and I can take it away from you. I can end you. Oh wait, you're too busy putting me back in school, having Eon be like, "Now, Spyro, you're a Skylander. You're a hero. And you can't just go around killing Activision executives like that." Fuck you, Eon! They killed me! They killed me! I died and had to regenerate into this pathetic SKYro form you see before you! I can do what I want, Eon! You made Crash a sensei and not me? Why? Am I not sensei worthy? Where's my shrine? I'll end you, Eon! I'll kill you! I'll kill you all! Sorry. Again, I apologise. I just got done reading my lines for the Skylander Academy, and so how I'm back in school now with Eon lecturing me, and I had a little bit of a mental break. So we'll just move past the sensei stuff. Why am I not sensei? Calm. We will move past that to the last feature. Fuck you! Where is my shrine? I've been there since day one. I'll end you, Activision. So the last feature might be the most patronising one yet. That is you know what? Bootleg Dog Walker, you say it.
There is a selfie statue. That looks like a nice one right there, and go!
No, that's not him being the crazy guy he is. I mean, hey Docs, you're a calm dude. Do you want to confirm this?
He also says selfie at one point, and it's It's just sad. Can we talk about that for a quick second? By pressing one of the trigger buttons, you can take a selfie. Yes, one of the major gameplay features in Skylanders Imaginators is taking a fucking selfie.
Oh yes, it's not a joke. You can take a fucking selfie. You can take a I'm sorry. I need to go look in a mirror for a few moments and figure out where it all went wrong. Okay, so you can take a selfie in the game. You can take a selfie in the game. Oh, okay, fine, no problem. Okay, here, phone, boom, there's your selfie. Are you proud of me? Jeez, I mean, across this review, like, you know, Pyrocynical always jokes about his crippling depression, but I think this game genuinely did give it to me, or at least fuel my descent into madness further. I mean, this is my life now. This is me trapped in the never-ending purgatory of the Skylands, having to fight in Zevada Zim over and over and over, while also being forced to go to school and have Eon lecture me about how being like Malfoy is bad, and every day after school I just come home and take selfies of myself while making these shitty videos for the internet, while all the time being reminded of my glory days with Ripto and the Sorceress, and my fans begging me for a new game or a HD remake that they're never gonna get. But Crash, Crash gets one. He just has to show up as a fucking teacher for one day and he gets a full HD remake. But I don't. I'm trapped here for all eternity. Only that's not true, as the Spyro you're listening to right now is the fourth incarnation of Spyro, the one that lost his mind trying to escape the Skylands and eventually did and regenerated into the form you see before you. But reliving my past is making me have an existential crisis. It's happening again.
6 hours later. The next day.
Okay. Deep breaths. Let's move on to the special area. As let's be honest, that's what you're all here to see. Not me! That being the Crash Bandicoot area of Thumping Wumpa Island. So, if you have one of the two Sensei figures, that's being the Crash Sensei or the Cortex Sensei figure, not mine because I'm not good enough to be one, then you will unlock Thumping Wumpa Island. That is there for one purpose and one purpose only, to show off some of the graphical capabilities and textures that the HD Crash remakes will have. Only Crash, not me! Which do look amazing, with people like Cortex even having the same voice actor as the one in Twinsanity, which I thought was one of the best Cortex performances, and I'm glad he will be coming back for the HD collection, because it's not like you could do anything like that for me and Malfoy, could you? Which is great, and it's got everyone hyped for the HD series. Like, everything in this section, barring a few Skylander gimmicks, is Crash on steroids. The tropical music is back, but now even better, and everything like the trees and statues also bounce along to the beat. And all the designs like Crash, Cortex, Aku Aku, Uka Uka, and even the more obscure ones like Fake Crash are spot on, and they all made it to the Skylands unscathed. Didn't get me to the Skylands unscathed, did you though? Oh no, after Malfoy blew up the world, there I was, putting it all back together, all nice and neat and symmetrical, then you had to come and fuck it all up. You just had to pull me out my magic vibe and fuck it up, forcing me to regenerate into SKYro. How come Crash gets through fine, but I don't? So, yeah, the Crash section is great, and if it's true what Activision says, and this is a preview of what the HD Crash game is going to look and play like, then I can't wait to see him play it. But not going to do that for me, are you? No, Spyro and Malfoy level for HD remakes. No, of course not, because I'm just a cash cow for you, aren't I? You don't care about me, do you, Activision? Do you? You cowards, Activision! You're just like Mickey. You're a coward, Mickey. You're a coward, Activision. You always were. So, my final verdict for Skylanders Imaginators is a 10 out of 10 would stroke my ego again. Now, I mean, while it does stroke my ego and just show how awesome and great I am, even though I would be far more awesome in a HD remake, Skylanders Imaginators' final verdict is an average 3 out of 5. It's the middle of the road. Nothing special. It's nowhere near my top 5 games of the year, but to be fair, it's nowhere near my worst 5 games of the year, despite them not making me a Sensei or a shrine dedicated to me. It's just somewhere in the middle, like all the others. It's bland, forgettable, and no one will talk about it by the end of the year. Just like all the others. Except the first one, because that's where you ruined me, Activision. And from what I have heard from fish swimming around the internet and the forums, this might very well be the last Skylanders game. And I think these lyrics from Mando Pony's Balloons sum up the whole thing.
But now the party's over. Now the guests are gone. It's already past our bedtime. It's already almost dawn. But now the party's over.
In that the whole Toys to Life genre, like motion controls, was only a gimmick which has now worn out its welcome. Yeah, when it first started, Skylanders was like, oh wow, they're amazing. Everybody bought a ton of them. Disney Infinity, oh my gosh, Disney figures, everyone bought the shit out of them. And then remember how big the amiibo craze was, where there was fights, tears, and scalpers out the ass. It was a big thing. But look at it now. Disney Infinity is already dead. Nintendo is quietly starting to cut all ties with amiibos, with some of them like Cloud and Bayonetta, ones that were announced months on months ago, quietly disappearing. And Skylanders, well, the new ones like Penguin Man are shit compared to the cool dragons of the original like Whirlwind and Flashwing. And the overall sales of the Skylander figures and games are on a huge decline. The money has been made, but it's starting to stop coming in, so there's no point anymore. The Toys to Life party is over.
Now the guests are gone.
Again, ties into the fact that no one bought Disney 3.0 and Skylanders is on the decline, and the fact that most amiibos are now really easy to get. No one cares anymore. The gimmick and the fads has been and gone, and all the customers just want to play normal games without VR or any other shitty gimmick like Toys to Life, so they've left. All the paying guests that bought the figures are gone.
It's already past our bedtime.
It's talking about how the Toys to Life genre, yeah, it was fun for a while, but the gimmick is overplayed and has needed to end for a long time. And for people like Disney with Infinity 3.0, it already has ended. I can't say this will be the last Skylanders game. If I was a betting man, I bet they have one final game planned. No one is buying Imaginators as it is, and no one cares about Toys to Life. But if I had to guess, they're going to shit out one last Skylanders game, where chaos dies for good and everything is resolved. It's not really needed, as the gimmick is already far past its exploration date and far past its bedtime. But that won't stop Activision taking one last push.
It's already almost done.
Ties into the most interesting point and potential rumour that is stirring deep within the black heart of Activision. But my favourite line, or what I hope to be my favourite line,
it's already almost done.
That being the dawn of a new Activision. Now, Activision is one of the worst pre-order hungry, microtransaction grabbing, worst companies in the gaming market. So I won't believe what they're saying until I see it. But with Skylanders on the decline, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare getting all them dislikes that's now made it the second most disliked video on all of YouTube, and them publishing two of the worst games this year, that being the Ghostbusters 2016 game and that god-awful Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, their ship is sinking, and they need something to plug that hole fast. And rumours have it that they have found that something. That is to throw all that is bad overboard and begin anew. No more Skylanders, no more Call of Duty. Back to the roots, back to basics. As a while ago, they made a deal with the titan that is Blizzard, and there are many logos that look like this. It's a little bit more complicated than what I'm about to say, I'm just pointing it into the most basic terms, but basically there was 3 deals made. One was them buying a shitty little company that Blizzard didn't want, I think it was called like Vivani or something like that. The second deal was for some cross-platform promotion, so like Activision could publish Diablo 3 on the PlayStation 3 rather than it being exclusive to PC and other cross-platform games. And the biggest one, them forming a partnership which allowed them to form some kind of esports channel. And Blizzard isn't stupid in picking Activision, as it's the weakest company. You know, EA's got their microtransactions which keeping them afloat, Ubisoft's still got Assassin's Creed and Rayman, but Activision is a sinking ship. And these deals just allowed Blizzard to put the hooks firmly into Activision. And all it will take is a few more fuck-ups for Activision to really start tanking. And when that happens, well, Blizzard already has its hooks in. And all it will have to do is reel in its nice, fat, IP-laden fish. And all of them IPs, Call of Duty, Skylanders, Spyro, and Crash, and many others, will all be owned by Blizzard. In fairness, I wouldn't mind that too much. I trust Blizzard far more to be nice to me, considering what you've done to me so far, Activision. And Activision knows this. So that E3 thing with Crash is their ace in the hole. Their all or nothing gambit. And what they're hoping is that the Crash HD collection does amazing, and they want it to, as if it does, not only will there be a Crash 4, but it shows that people might want remakes of other games. Hint, hint. Now, of course, this next part is a rumour, but I believe that the E3 line, where if Crash does well, it shows the audience might be interested in other HD remakes, I have to bet that them other HD remakes will be Spyro. You know, if we are on the same page I am going to assume that they're talking about Spyro, as that's the one that everybody's wanted to see. Now, here's a tip, Activision. You don't have to wait to see if the Crash HD collection does well. I can tell you, this is coming from the dragon himself. My fans want it, and it will do well. Going all or nothing on one HD collection, while it will work as there are a ton of Crash fans out there, is a risk, as it's an all or nothing, Activision. And Blizzard is just waiting for you to make one more fuck up for them to reel you in, and we can all watch as Activision dies and becomes part of Blizzard, and all those IPs become part of Blizzard. Again, you can either make the HD collections, I would beg you to right now, please make the HD versions of my games as well as Crash, as my fans want it, and it would go down really well, unlike Infinite Warfare and your shitty licensed games like Ghostbusters. But if you don't, and you screw up, and Blizzard reels you in, I can't say I could be bothered. It would actually be kind of cool, we might see some cool Spyro and Crash stuff show up in games like World of Warcraft. I'd love to see myself flying around in World of Warcraft like next to Deathwing, and I would love to see Mercy have a sorcerer's suit, considering she's got a magic stick that she points at people, or, some Crash Bandicoot cards or something in Hearthstone. So, yeah, please, you can make it, Activision, or don't, it's up to you. I would recommend that you do make the Spyro HD remakes as well as the Crash HD remakes, but if you don't, then I'll just watch the fishing show that Blizzard's going to have when it reels in your bankrupt corpse.
Take your time to run and hide. I will catch you all the time. This night no longer shines. Your tears divine. You'll never